Hi, hello. Today we are going to learn voice, active voice and passive voice. Friends, I am going to give you the easy tips to understand active voice and passive voice. Friends, as I am going to give you more and more useful information, please share it, like it and comment it, because I am ready to receive your positive comments. Okay friends, now come to the topic. Voice. What is a voice? Voice is a form of a verb which is used to show whether the subject acts or is acted on. Here two things are there. One, subject, verb, object. When the subject acts this verb, that means when the action passes from subject to the verb to the object, then we say the sentence is in active voice. That means if the subject acts, it is called active voice. That means the subject is the doer of the action. Doer of the action, then we say the sentence is in active voice. If the subject receives the action, if the subject is acted on, it is called passive voice. Friends, how to identify the given sentence, whether the given sentence is in active voice or passive voice? Easy tip is, see, when there is a be form plus verb 3 in the given sentence, read the given sentence. If there is a be form plus verb 3, what is a be form? Be form means been, being, be, was or were, am or is, any one word. After one word, verb 3, past participle form of the verb. This is the identification mark to passive voice. Passive voice means verb 3. Before the verb 3, be form. When be form plus verb 3, that is a passive voice. Other than be form plus verb 3, whatever the structure we find in the given sentence, that is called active voice sentence. Easy tip friend, be form verb 3, passive voice. No be form verb 3, that is active voice. Now, let us see the key points. While changing a sentence from active voice into passive voice, the sentence doesn't change, the meaning doesn't change, the tense also doesn't change. That means sentence, positive sentence, positive sentence, negative sentence only. Meaning also no change. Present tense, past tense. Tense doesn't change, sentence also doesn't change. Remember, this is very very important, because a question in active voice will be a question in passive voice. Present tense sentence in active voice will be present sentence in passive voice. So tense no change, sentence also no change, meaning no change. Same. I think you got my point. The first key point you have to remember is sentence no change, meaning no change, tense also no change. Next, the verb should be a transitive verb. When the given verb is a transitive verb, that means verb plus object, then it is always possible to write active voice and passive voice. Otherwise we cannot change the sentence from active voice into passive voice or passive voice into active voice. So it is not possible. Transitive verb. Next, very very important. If it is an intransitive verb, if the verb in the given sentence is an intransitive verb, we cannot change it into passive voice. Even though if we change, the meaning changes. Without changing the meaning, we cannot change an intransitive verb sentence. Very very important. Intransitive verb, no passive voice. Transitive verb, yes, active voice is there, passive voice also. Both the voices possible. Next, if in the sentence, given sentence, for example, active voice sentence, in the given sentence, if there is being, the word being, been or be, then such type of sentence doesn't change into passive voice. Once again, very important. If there is being, been, be in the given sentence, that sentence cannot be changed into passive voice. For example, we find being in future continuous tense. Future continuous tense, no passive voice. For example, been, best example, all perfect continuous tenses. Been, we cannot change them into passive voice. For example, here be, usually we find be in future tenses, and that also we cannot change. So very important. If in the given sentence there is being, been, be, no passive voice, only active voice. Friends, when you want to change the given sentence from active voice into passive voice, you should know three things. Those are prerequisites, means you should know. First one is concord, you should know. Second one, subject and object, you should know. Next one, be forms, you should know. And verb 3 forms, past participle form of the verb. These four things you should have command over these things. What is a concord? Very important bit in almost all competitive examination. What is a concord? Concord is an agreement between subject and verb. Very important. Concord is an agreement between subject and verb, because it is asked many times in various competitive examinations. Very important. What is concord? For example, here look at subject. I, subject. We, you, they, he, she, it, who. These are subjects. So which subject takes which verb? That is called concord. For example, am or is, because related to active voice passive voice I am giving you. For I, if the subject is I, we use am. We are, you are, they are. They means many. Many people, many things, many places. They are. He, or one boy, one man, one person. She, one girl, one person. It, one thing. Who is. I was. We were, you were, they were. He was. She was. It was. Who was. For example, have has combination. I have. We have. You have. They have. He, she, it, who, or one person has. First you should keep this table in your mind. This is concord. Next one. While changing a sentence from active voice into passive voice, the object comes to the place of a subject or becomes the subject. That means me, object. Me changes to I changes to by me or generally me. Followed preposition is different. We, us, we. You changes to you. Him, he, him. Her, she, her. It, they, them, they. Who, whom, who. Or any name, the name remains as it is. For example, my sister, Ramesh, Rama, Ravana. If name is there, it remains as it is. This is a subject and object. Next, you should have in mind, that is be forms. Been, being, be, was, were, am or is. Be forms. Keep in mind. These be forms are very important. And the next one is verb 3 forms. That means past participle form of the verb. For example, do, did, done verb 3. All verb 3s you should know. That means past participle form of the verb you should know. Then only you can change the given sentence from active voice into passive voice easily. Now let us see the 5 tips. Only 5 tips for active voice and passive voice. The first tip number 1. First see the given sentence. Already in the given sentence verb 3 is there. Before verb 3 whatever the verb, that is not important. If verb 3 is there, before the verb you see this table, according to this table you change before verb. If there is verb 3 in passive voice, before verb 3 you write been. The sentence is correct. Once again, tip number 1. If there is a verb 3 in the given sentence, generally we use verb 3 after have form. Having, have, has, had. After have forms we use verb 3. That means have or has what means? See this table. According to this table you change this one. Verb 3 is there. Just you keep been before verb 3. Subject, object, object, subject. Generally appropriate preposition by. Passive voice. Complete. Easy. Second tip. If verb 1 ing form is there in the given sentence, verb 1 ing form, generally after be form verb 1 ing form, verb 1 ing form is there, then change this verb 1 into verb 3. Before verb 3 you write being. You write being. Here whatever the verb, here also you write here verb according to this table. That is easy. Tip number 2. If there is verb 1 ing form in the active voice sentence, change verb 1 into verb 3. Before verb 3 you write being. It becomes passive voice. Tip number 3. For example, to infinitive, to plus verb 1. Just change this verb 1 into verb 3 because passive voice means all past participle forms. Verb 3, no other verb. Passive voice means verb 3. Verb 1 change verb 3. Before verb 3 you write be. For example, any model is there. Model auxiliary verb. Model means will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, dare, need. Same model verb you have to write. Don't change the model. You write as it is the model. Next verb changes to verb 3. Before the verb 3 you write be. The same model. For example, will, you write will. For example, would, you write would. Next just write be verb 3. Easy. Tip number 3. Tip number 4. If it is an imperative sentence, now when I give you all the examples, I will give you detailed explanation. Imperative sentence also we use verb 3. Before verb 3 we use be. This is tip number 3. That is, if verb 3 is there, use being. Verb 1 ing form use being. 2 plus verb 1 or model or imperative use be. Be. Before verb 3 be. In the given sentence, tip number 4, verb 2 is there. That means past tense. Or did plus verb 1 or did not verb 1. Verb 2. Change this verb 1 or verb 2 into verb 3, and before verb 3 use was or were depending on the new subject, because while changing a sentence from active voice into passive voice, the object becomes the subject. That means here the object becomes the new subject. According to the new subject you use was or were next to verb 3. Tip number 5. In the given sentence there is a verb 1 or verb 1s, or do verb 1 or do not verb 1, does verb 1 or does not verb 1. In passive voice you change verb 1 into verb 3. Before verb 3 you write am or are or is, only one word. Am or is depending on the subject. Then it becomes passive voice. This is the easy concept. Friends, once again listen. 5 tips, easy tips. These tips you follow. Let us see detailed in all the exercises. Easy one is verb 3. Use been. Verb 1 ing form being verb 3. 2 verb 1 or model plus verb 1 or imperative be verb 3. Verb 2 or did verb 1 was or were verb 3. Verb 1 or verb 1 is or do does verb 1, am are is verb 3. Now this is the area you have to concentrate more. How to change active voice into passive voice. Practice. First sentence, R.K. Narayan, this is the subject, has written, this is important, verb 3, this is verb 3. Many novels, this is object. For example, the same sentence is given. While changing, this object comes to this place, that is many novels. How many? One or many? Many. Here many means they means have. Here has. Only one person has. Many means have. So many novels have. First one, friends, I think you got my point. So first object comes here. Depending on the, now this is the new subject. In the given sentence, this is the subject. Now in passive voice, this is the sentence. This is the subject. Many novels have. This is verb 3. So verb 3 means been. Verb 3. Simply we write been. Verb 3 as it is we write. Written. This is the second tip. Easily you can understand. Verb 3, been, verb 3, generally followed preposition by. Generally we use appropriate preposition here by, and this subject comes this side, that is R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan, very easy. This is passive voice, this is active voice. In the examination, you are asked to change the given sentence into passive voice. Otherwise, they will give this sentence, they will give many novels dash. Many novels dash. That means you have to rewrite the sentence using many novels as the subject. Here R.K. Narayan, subject acts. That's why this is active voice. Here subject is acted on. So this is passive voice. Now I think you understood easily. Now let us see the second. Let us see the second. He, subject, smoking, object. He has given up. Give, gave, given. Given up means leave, stop. So object here, that is smoking. Only one thing, it means has. Smoking, has. This is verb 3. So been, verb 3, has been given up by. He changes to him, subject. He changes to him, passive voice. This is passive voice, this is active voice. Very easy. He has given up smoking. Smoking has been given up by him. Let us see the third sentence. Mohit, subject. It, object. Must, modal, but have is also there. Here verb 3 is there. Very, very important. Verb 3 is there. That means object. It. So must have. Verb 3 means been. Verb 3. When there is verb 3, don't think about any other thing. Verb 3, before verb 3 write been. Before verb 3 write just been. So taken, been taken by Mohit. This is the passive voice sentence. Now let us see the another sentence. Very, very important. Whom have you invited? Here actually in this sentence, you is a subject. Whom, this is object. Because it is a question, so here object. This is a subject. Very, very important. While changing who or whom, they remain at the same place. So here whom, already I told you, whom changes to who changes to whom. That means who. Here verb 3 is there. Verb 3 have changes to has because I already gave you. Who has. Verb 3 means been. Verb 3. Invited. Who has been invited by you? Question mark, question mark. This is passive voice, this is active voice. Whom have you invited? Who has been invited by you? Now see the another example. The boy, subject. A kite, object. Verb 1 ing form. Verb 1 ing form means being. So correct answer is first, a kite, object. A kite is, kite also we use is. Verb 1 ing form, that is being. We use being. Verb 1 ing form changes to verb 3, that is fly, flew, flown. That is verb 3, that is flown. Generally used preposition by, that is the boy. The boy, the boy. Now see, the boy is flying a kite. A kite, kite means it means is. Verb 1 ing form, so being verb 3, being verb 3. You keep this important, by that subject becomes object. Now let us see. He will make all arrangements. All the arrangements, object. He, subject. So answer, all the arrangements. All the arrangements. Will, this is a model. This is verb 1. So model, it doesn't change. Verb 1 changes to verb 3, that is made. Before verb 3, model, so we use be. Model means we use be. Will, would, shall, should, can, could. Any model auxiliary verb we use be. Verb 3, that means all the arrangements will be made by, he changes to him. Generally here I have written only by preposition. Sometimes it may be in, it may be at, that depends on the verb, appropriate prepositions, but here by. One should keep one's promises. Very, very important. In the place of subject, one, people, somebody, someone. These are called indefinite subjects. Indefinite subject. Here object is one's promises. So while writing, you can write one's promises, but in general we also leave this one's promises, once, and we write only promises. Promises should, this is a model. So promises should be, keep, kept, kept. Verb 3. Once again see, this is model. After model we use be, keep, verb 3. Model means we use be. Be verb 3. We need not write by 1. We should not write. When the subject is indefinite subject, in passive voice we don't write. We should not write. Very, very important. In the same way here, look at people. Speak English all over the world. Here English, this is the object. English is the object. English object. While changing it into passive voice, English. Here given verb is verb 1. Verb 1 means am or is. English 1. So we use is. English is. Speak verb 3, that is spoken. Very, very important friends. English verb 1, so is verb 3. English is spoken. all over the world. All over the world. By people, don't write. By people is not required. People speak English all over the world. English is spoken all over the world. Full stop. Enough. Next. I kept my jewelry in the box. I kept my jewelries. Wrong. Jewelry is uncountable noun, always singular. Jewelry. I put my jewelry. That is also wrong. I kept my jewelry in the box. My jewelry. This is object. So answer is my jewelry. Here keep, kept, verb 2. Verb 2 means was or were. So my jewelry was kept in the box. My jewelry was kept in the box. Already I means by me. Here we can understand my jewelry. So there you need not write again by me. Now let us see. They elected me president. They elected, the subject, me object. This is a complement. Be careful. This is object complement. This is not object, me. So me changes to I. Elected, that is a verb 2. I means was, verb 3. I was elected. Whatever the extra words you write here. Extra words first you write. Because in competitive examinations it makes a lot of difference. In general terms no problem, but competitive examinations very important. Extra words you write first. I was elected president by them. Be careful, very important. I was elected by them president. That is wrong. I was elected president by them. Now let us see. They do not allow smoking here. Do verb 1. Do verb 1 means am or is verb 3. Smoking, this is object. So correct answer is smoking is not verb 3, that is allowed here. Smoking is not allowed here. Generally they means the authoritative people. Here we may write, we may not write, that is option, but generally we don't write by them. Smoking is not allowed here. Let us see next sentence. Did you grow these vegetables in your garden? This is a question. This is a question. Here did verb 1. Did verb 1. Here this is the subject. These vegetables, this is the object. So did verb 1 changes to was or were verb 3. These vegetables object. That is these vegetables. It comes in the place of a subject. These vegetables. One vegetable or many? Many. Many means we use were. Here where is the helping verb? It comes before subject. That means in questions helping verb is used before the subject. So here also we use the same. That is were these vegetables grow, grew, grown in your garden. In your garden. So question mark, very important. See, did you grow these vegetables in your garden? Were these vegetables grown in your garden? Because already first I told you sentence no change. This is a question, here also question. It begins with a helping verb, it also begins with a helping verb. Here it begins with a subject, here also it begins with a subject. Question no change. Tense no change, meaning also no change. Now let us see. We ought to respect our parents. We subject, ought to model, respect verb 1, our parents object. So the correct answer is our parents. our parents ought to. Ought to. Already I told you, to plus verb 1, to be verb 3, or modal plus verb 1, modal be verb 3. Our parents ought to be respected. Ought to be respected by, we means us. Now let us see the another example. This is very, very important. I know what she is. The object is in the form of a clause. What she is, I know what she is. This is the object. That means first we write object. What she is. Be careful. This is from here. What she is, this is object. First we write object because the sentence begins with a subject. So here also subject. No, verb 1. Verb 1 means am or is. So among these, is a correct answer. What she is. No, verb 3, known. Followed preposition is to, not by. This is very, very important. To me. So friends, here this sentence is very, very important. Remember, what she is. That means is to, is. Be careful. What she is known to me. Known, not by. Known by me, wrong. Known to me.